Hey, Scott here, and today I'm going to show you how to unleash the power of Chat GPT. This is going to be the ultimate beginner's guide. You're seeing this everywhere, and people are playing around with it, but I have spent a ridiculous amount of hours on it, and I'm going to show you step by step how you can use this in many different practical ways, even if you're not a programmer. But stick around to the end because I'm going to show you a feature that less than 30,000 people have taken advantage of yet. I think after this video, that's going to change significantly. But hey, let's head to the computer and jump right in. All right, we're going to start right here in Google, and I'm just going to put in Chat GPT, and your first option right here, chat.openai.com. When you click that, it's going to take you to a sign-up screen. You'll need to enter your email and then a password. Once you do that, it's going to ask you to verify your email, and then the second step is you need to enter a phone number. It'll shoot you a text. So you do have to go through that before you have access to it. But once you do that, it will take you here. Now, what you're going to see is you're going to see we're experiencing high demand. Remember, this tool is only about a week old, so there's a good chance that you may not be able to access this section of it right now. If that's happening to you, especially during the workday, we do have another option, and I'm going to take you there now. And what I want you to go to is beta.openai.com. And this is really the home base. And you can see right here, you can go right to Chat GPT from here. But there's a lot of great information here, and I don't see a lot of other people talking about it. And I want to go through this with you. They have a quick start tutorial where you can basically just read through, and I'm not going to read through this line by line for you. But I want you to know that there are just some little small examples of things you can learn. For instance, suggest a name for a horse and one name for a black horse. It shows you how to add different examples. Once again, won't go through it line by line. But where it does get a little bit more important is when you start to adjust your settings. And I'm going to take you in a minute to a place called the playground. And that's where you can really hone in your skills for Chat GPT. And one of the big differences when you go to Google, that's where you're looking for answers. And I feel that Chat GPT is a place that you go to create things. And that's one of the major differences. But as you scroll through here, it'll talk to you about building an application. We won't get into programming, but then it'll take you through, understanding the code and the next steps that you can take. From here, I want to come over here to the libraries, and this is once again going to be models and everything for coding. And we're not going to go into a bunch of the coding here, like I said in the beginning of this video. And once again, I'll put chapters in the description below so you can skip ahead to areas that interest you more. We're going to go through some things that you can start using right away. So right from here, once you've seen this, I want you to go to examples. And this is really cool. And the examples is where you can find out just once again, kind of the tip of the iceberg of everything that this can do. But we're going to go through some of it. For instance, here, one of them that I like, especially if you're creating titles or anything to do with YouTube, this is really helpful. And I'm going to go down here and I'm going to go and start right here with keywords. So you can take a description from a successful YouTube video, and I'm going to go to my channel right here, and I'm going to click on the YouTube video, and I'm going to pause that. And then when I go down into the description here, I can take this and I can copy it. And then when I go back here I'm going to put open in playground, and what it will do is it's going to extract keywords from text. And what we're going to do is I'm going to delete the text that they have here, and I'm going to put in my text, and then I'm going to click submit. Now, there's something called temperature that's right over here on the right, and it controls the randomness as far as your results. And what you're going to find is right now that just took and it gave me the keywords that are being used in this description, which is extremely helpful. You can also find that from the tags from many descriptions, but you can do this with blog articles and blog posts, news articles, really any text. But I want to show you something that's pretty cool here. If I delete this and then I put this back in, now I'm going to raise the temperature up to 1 here, and I'm going to click submit here. And now, not only did it go through what keywords are in my article, it'll also go through and give me some additional keywords. But this part is really cool. I'm going to take this list right here. I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to Command A. I'm going to delete everything, and I'm going to ask it to give me related keywords to this list. And now I'm going to put that in there. And now when I click submit, it will now give me another list of keywords that I can add into my description, add into my article. So I think that's really cool, especially from a YouTube standpoint. But once again, I can see that in the playground. But if I click here and go back, I'm going to kind of run through some of these. Q&A, that's pretty basic. You can ask it questions and it'll generate knowledge. Once again, it does tell you that nothing before 2021 at the time of this. And I can open in Playground and start, once again, asking questions and getting answers to it. Pretty basic there. I'm going to go back here, and all I do is click outside. And the summarize for a second grader, that's great if you have an article and you want to condense it. You can certainly do that. Once again, the grammar correction, that's pretty self-explanatory. English to other languages, really cool. You can once again just translate anything that you've read back and forth. And as I go down here, once again, there's quite a bit as far as the programming. I'm going to stay away from that. For most of us that aren't programmers, that's probably not going to be as helpful. I think classification is really helpful. You can take a list and it'll categorize it for you. And it'll also always give you the code beneath, which once again, more for programmers. And as I go down through this list here, advanced tweet classifier, it just tells you whether tweets are positive or negative. I'm not sure how much I would use that one. This one is really cool. Product name generator. You basically put in, and I'll open this in Playground, you put in the name, okay, it's a milkshake maker, any seed words, it's got to be healthy, fast, compact, and then you just simply click submit, and it's going to give you some names that you could use. So great from a marketing standpoint. Help you come up with product names, course names, a lot of different things. Another place that I really like to use is, I'm going to go back here, out of here. I'm going to go down just a little bit. Airport code extractor, if you need that. Extract contact information. And once again, I won't go through all of these line by line, but this is the playground that you can create a lot with. And I really like this notes to summary. You can put in all these notes from a meeting and it'll write a summary that you could email out to people. I'm going to go into the playground once again. And from here, right up here is where you can load a preset. And it's really just all of those examples right here that we just found. But this is kind of like that hit list, the beginning list right here. Now, for this exact video, I wanted to create 7 clickable YouTube titles for, and then how to use Chat GPT, the ultimate guide. Here, and put that in there and click submit. And right here, it will give me some ideas. So one of the differences I noticed with Playground, you can play with temperature, you can play with maximum length here of all different things. So pretty handy. There's a lot more features here than you get in the normal Chat GPT. However, we are going to go over there right now. So we're going to head over to Chat GPT. And once again, if you try to do something and you're running into this, go back and try it in the Playground And if you're in the playground and you want longer answers, just make sure and increase this maximum length right here. And it will create much of the same thing. But when we're back here in Chat GPT, really, you a lot of times need to dig a little bit deeper with your questions. And what I mean by that is I may ask it to, I'm going to have it write a 600 word blog post on artificial intelligence. And I'm going to click here. And fortunately, it is working good right now. I'm going to dismiss this. But as it writes this post right here, this is really helpful if you're going to write a paper, if you're writing a book, if you're writing a blog post, any type of article. What you're going to find is it's going to give you some of the points here, but it won't go into a lot of depth. So from here, what I would do when this finishes is I would go to each paragraph. I would copy and paste this into a document, and then I would go through each paragraph and look for highlights of what I want to talk about even more. And another thing that you can do if you don't want to go through the paragraph, I'll wait till this is done here. All right, I can also ask it to give me the top 10 bullet points related to AI. And then here, it's going to give me bullet points. And once again, right here, it'll give me bullet points that I can add to my article. So I wouldn't just depend on the initial output. You can dig deeper. So if I look here and say, okay, AI has the potential to revolutionize many fields, and it talks about healthcare, transportation, I could then go into more depth of how will AI affect healthcare specifically. And then it'll give me another article, so to speak, or another few paragraphs. So it's really easy to get to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 word articles by just going that one level deeper. So this is just, once again, the beginner guide. This thing is just over a week old. There's so much more it can do, but I don't want to have this video be 3 hours long. But I would highly recommend that you go into this example section and just click on each one and get an idea for here. Essay outline. Okay, create an outline for an essay. Wow, great. Okay, now I can still, by doing that, once again, I can go here, I can open it, and I can put create an outline for an article on artificial intelligence. And once again, here we go. I can go into each one of these categories once again and dig deeper. So check it out, go through that. And one other place I want to take you real quick here is back to the examples right here. Make sure and run through the overview examples. Here's also some documentation as well. Read through these. And when you go up in the right here, I won't click on mine, but look at your account and you're going to see that it also has tokens. So eventually they've even said this won't be free forever. So I would take advantage of it the best you can now. Take this data and put it into Word documents and create the documents that you want now. You could lay out a whole year of content creation without a problem. And now I am going to take you to what I promised you as a bonus, the place that most people are not even aware of exists yet, and that is the Chat GPT Chrome extension. Yes. And this is quite cool. I'm going to go to it right here. And what this does is it will basically display Chat GPT right alongside your Google search results. So as you're searching on Google for information, Chat GPT will be right next to it telling you how you can create this or how you can use this. This is phenomenal. And once again, there were only 30,000 users yesterday. It's over 50,000 plus, so it's growing quickly. Hey, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up and subscribe button. Also, if you have any questions, leave a comment down below, or if you found a unique use for Chat GPT, leave that down below as well. And also check out this video that I just made. It'll really help you on your Chat GPT education.